Saiyan MGTOW here with over 9,000 opinions. Welcome to the video. Hopefully, my computer. Over 9,000 opinions. Welcome to the video. That sounds fine. Hopefully. This is my third time attempting this video because this microphone right here was not working. So, we're using a $220 laptop's webcam and microphone for this video, which is titled, what it's titled. But I'm going to be watching 17 tests you need to pass as a man to level up in dating from my non-leather life, a YouTube channel, which I've watched maybe like 5 videos from. And I think they're good videos. They're about how the first ones I watched were about uh, male domination. Like that women like when a man kind of takes over and like is aggressive. And but I think I left a couple comments, some critical comments on a couple of those videos if you want to try and find them. And yeah, so I saw this video of hers titled 17 Tests You Need to Pass. And I thought I'd do a live video, unscripted, completely unscripted. Never seen the video before, except for the first 20 seconds, maybe. Okay, so we're gonna see if Saiyan MGTOW passes the tests. Here we go. I'm gonna sound check it too. Oh, that sounds like crap. That sounds like crap. Horrible. I sound okay, but you can't hear the video? What the hell? Oh, I'll just play it on my phone. That'll work. Okay. We're not restarting the stream. We're just gonna make a comment to send people to the right spot. And I'm gonna play the video on my phone, so it'll work. Right? First world problems. Uh, you need to pass. 17 tests that you need to pass. That's the title of her video. So if I don't pass the 7, oh, as a man to level up. Okay? Alright. Thank you for bearing with me. 4 minutes in. Here we go. After this advertisement.
Hello guys, it is me, Victoria, and today I want to make a video for you, hoping this can help you out about tests that women give men. So certain points during, dating where women are evaluating you. So I want you guys to be aware, and I want you guys to pass the test. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first test is when you are sending a message to a woman. She's evaluating your message. If you send something too long, it looks desperate. If you send something too short, it means you might only be interested in sex, and she'll just, I know I did, just instantly dismiss you.
Did you hear that? First of all, how do you know what's too long? I don't know. What's too short? I don't know. But if it is too short, that means you want to have sex with her immediately. What if it's just, how was your day? That means you want to have sex with her immediately. That's a
Or
short.
it just means like you're not really like a serious person. So you want to send like a message, a couple sentences long, no more, no less, mentioning something in her profile. And keep it short,
Yeah.
keep it sweet, don't make it too long, because the message says a lot to her about the kind of guy you are. If it's too long, it's not very high value, you might say, and she will notice that. So let's go on to number 2, because we've got a lot to get through. Some of these might be
If it's too long, it's not high value.
obvious to you. I hope not. Let me know in the comments if they are.
By the way, I'm gonna be kind of critical, but I do like a lot of what is in a lot of her videos. But I personally am not into uh like a domination type of sexual experience. Not really. Not really. You know? Like it seems just a little too aggressive for me and like it might damage both of us. But I totally respect that people consenting adults. I respect it totally and I'm not gonna say you shouldn't do it, but I don't think I want to do it. Except for like a tiny bit. Obviously, I mean, gotta have some.
So when
Continue.
you are messaging back and forth, never let the conversation go on too long without setting up the date. So my
I
boyfriend was
agree.
telling me, guys think that girls want that. They want to just talk forever. But actually, that's incorrect. Girls want you to express an interest in them, both like romantic and sexual. They don't just want to talk and be in the friend zone. So they want you to kind of cut the conversation short pretty, after you exchange a couple messages here and there. Do not let it go on too long. Set up a date, whatever that looks like in this day and age.
I agree.
Number 3 thing is a girl is evaluating you whether you set the time and place for the date, whether you take the initiative, take the lead, take charge, and set up a time and place. That really impresses girls a lot of times. Number 4 is your outfit on the date. A girl will definitely be evaluating your outfit.
I dressed up for the video.
You want to put some thought into your outfit because
I would never
the
wear this
outfit
to a
says
first
a
date.
lot to a girl about what you are. Like girls, they have to think a lot more about clothes than guys usually, and they notice clothes. So put effort into your outfit. Make sure you look cool, you look hip, and you look fashionable. It can make a huge difference.
I'll probably fail that test.
Really can increase your attractiveness a lot to a girl.
So I think I failed 2 tests already. I failed the first test. That sucks.
They also feel like, it can impress their friends if you look cool and you have cool style, and that's a big deal to a lot of girls. So
a big deal to a lot of girls is that they want to impress their friends with you as like a item, an accessory. Okay? That's a big deal to a lot of women that they want to show you off to their friends.
Next tip is the guy rude to the waiter? I only say this because girls will definitely be evaluating this, because this is like the number 1 piece of dating advice given to girls is make sure the guy is not rude to the waiter. So if you are rude to the waiter, that's going to be an instant red flag in their mind, just because that is
Don't be
literally
to the waiter.
Circulated around the internet in basically every single article on dating for women. So watch out for that. Next point of evaluation is on the date. They are going to be evaluating you for what they'll probably call competence, but basically like how much of a leader are you?
That's a good way to put it.
How
Good way to put it.
it's really hard to put this into words, but how much of a strong, confident, solid, calm, assertive vibe.
Here's the thing about that. First, she said women are looking to see if you are confident. Now, most people, when they hear someone say that, what they think they're talking about is being confident in dating, being confident in, like, attracting the opposite sex or whatever you're into with consenting adults. Um, so what was I saying? So, fuck, lost my train of thought.
Basically, like, how much of a leader are you?
Okay.
How
When someone says there's confidence, yeah, they're talking about confidence in dating, not confidence in leading like a team at work or leading a team on a sports thing, right? Leadership has a lot of different layers to it and areas of leadership, which is different than what most people think of as confidence being like the suave, like James Bond is confident in dating.
how it's really hard to put this into words, but how much of a strong, confident, solid, calm, assertive vibe do you give off? That is huge for a lot of girls, and for me, that was definitely like the number one most important thing that I just naturally
I've become something superhuman.
had as my top priority. So I was talking to my sister about this, and she agreed, but she put it in terms of, can you hold my gaze, or are you awkward and fidgety? So yeah, again, getting at that kind of strong, calm, confident.
I feel like that's a third thing, is that being comfortable around women. I think that's different than being confident. Being comfortable, like being able to have a woman stare, like look at a woman, or like have a woman touch you and not like freak out. That to me means comfortable, as opposed to James Bond confidence. Those are different things.
Vibe. So you want to work on that however you can.
So I think I passed the comfortable test, but I don't pass the James Bond test.
Next point of evaluation on a date for sure is, how many questions is he asking about me versus how much is he talking about himself? Girls 100% want to be asked questions
Should
about
be about
themselves. I kind of
50-50.
covered this in some other videos, so hopefully it's not too repetitive, but it is a big one. And almost like a very unforgivable sin in many girls' minds. And a lot of girls complain about this one thing about dating so much, just saying, oh my God, he just talked about himself. He didn't ask me one question. I'm so angry and upset. So,
If you are on a date, I mean, if you're on a date with a guy in 5 minutes and he hasn't asked you a question about you, you need to leave. That guy is trouble, big time. I mean, maybe not even 5 minutes, maybe like a minute and 30 seconds, 2 minutes. You get up and leave. So I passed that test.
next point of evaluation is,
But also, the test was not talking too much about yourself. I think I talk about myself, but I don't think I do it more than 50, 60%. That's fair.
on the date, can you get into emotional talks and get to big issues? Or are you just keeping it to
Absolutely.
small talk, not really opening up? That's big. And I was talking to my sister, and she brought this up, and I completely agree. This is a point of evaluation. As a guy, you do want to be able to open up. That does give a sense of emotional strength. You are not
Pass that
afraid
test.
to express yourself, be who you are. It it's important.
The
And
Ron
also,
Stoppable
you don't
test.
want to keep the date just it's all small talk. You know, you want to get into a good conversation and be able to open up. That will really draw a girl to.
That's the Ben Shapiro test. He said on his first date with his wife that they talked about like super serious things like religion and like how they want to raise kids. I agree with that about how you're going to raise kids on the first date. No, except for maybe like big things about that. Maybe if it comes up, but first date,
Take it overboard, overshare perhaps, but you know, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Next point of evaluation is the bill situation. How do you handle it? Do you pay? This is something girls really.
all right. So I'll just say my take about the bill situation. Oh, my mom's calling me. Decline. I'll call her back after this. Um, what was I saying? The bill situation. If she, if the bill comes, okay, I won't say anything about the bill until the bill comes or until like it's time to like walk up to the counter to pay, right? At that moment, if she goes into the front in front of me and like at the line, like let's say it's like at a counter, like at like a pho restaurant, you have to walk up to the register to pay. If she goes in front of me, I won't say anything. I will let her. That means she's paying for herself. I'll let her do that. I won't say anything about it. All right. If if she doesn't go right in front of me, like if she's like kind of like standing behind me, I will offer to pay. If I like her. If we're at a table and the check comes, okay. If she grabs for it, I will then take out my card and say, "Let's go 50-50," right? And kind of like make a joke, like kind of smile about it and be like, say something about it, right? Or I might offer to pay if I really like her. Or just if I have money at the time. uh, so let's see what she has to say.
Do and really notice. Does he pay? If you don't, um, it's it it's not good. And for many girls, for most girls, majority of girls, they're going to be upset about it. They're going to notice it. They're going to talk to your friends about it. They're going to be like,
Here
"He
come
didn't
the
pay.
friends again.
What's up with that? I don't know if I should go out with you again." They're probably not going to go out with you again. So yeah, keep the date cheap because you're going to have to pay probably. So
Keep the date cheap because you're gonna have to pay probably if you want a second date. That's up to you. What do I say about that? Some girls want to stand in line in front of you and pay for themselves. Okay? Some girls might even offer to pay for you. And I won't make like some sort of weird judgment about like, oh, this is the type of person they are because of what they did. If like some sort of pattern goes on, like if she wants to pay for your she wants to pay for you for like 3 dates in a row, you need to offer the second date, you need to offer, first of all. If she pays for you the first date, you pay for the second date. If you pay for the first date, all of it, and she doesn't offer to pay at all after like the third time that you guys are like going to lunch or dinner or whatever you're doing, or like going to the movies, if she doesn't offer to pay in like the third or fourth time, then you need to not see her again.
the next point of evaluation is, did he try to kiss you on the date? You should try to kiss her on the date. You should at least try. if you
I think she's talking about the first date, right? Correct. Write in the comments down below if she's not talking about the first date, but come on.
don't, you kind of come off as like unconfident and scared and like grumpy. So at least try, because if a guy doesn't even try to kiss the girl on the date,
I don't think you should kiss on the first date at all. That's way too early.
she's gonna be noticing that and kind of like, what's that? Um, number, well, whatever. Next tip: is the kiss good? Next point of evaluation. This was really big for me
Is the
because
kiss good?
I feel there's kind of like an indescribable chemistry that happens.
I think I'm a good kisser, but I think if you rush the first kiss, sometimes it's not good. Like, don't you want to first date? I mean, I would say like third date, fourth date, not the first date.
During the kiss. So if the kiss is lackluster,
And
that's
just a
not good.
kiss.
So
And if she's not putting off any signals to be physical at all on the third date, then you should not go in for a kiss. First of all, you shouldn't go in for a kiss at all without verbal consent. We know this. Unless it's 98% signal, it's a 98% heavy signal that she wants you to kiss her. Then go ahead. But I would say verbal consent. You have to do it. Otherwise, you're in handcuffs.
if I were a guy, I would watch some videos and try to improve my kissing skills, because I think there's a lot you can learn there.
I have never looked up a video on how to kiss. Okay? And I wouldn't recommend it. It should come naturally to two people who like each other, which to me is kind of hard to tell on the first date. Like, yeah, you kind of like, you can tell if you like someone immediately, kind of, right? But on the first date, you don't really know them. It's a lot easier to have a good kiss when you're like oozing passion for each other, which I don't think should be going on the first date.
From YouTube or books or what have you. I don't know. Your friends who are good kissers. So
Books?
the next point is, are you going to make a move to try to take things to the next level beyond kiss? That is important. That is good to do. Also shows you are confident. The girl is going to be looking for this and waiting for this. Expect more.
What? We're gonna have to watch that one again.
With premium protein products, fueling over 2 billion.
We're gonna rewind that.
Next,
I hope this video is picking up the volume from my phone.
your friends who are good kissers. So the next point
Yeah, ask your friend.
are you going to make a move to try to take things to the next level beyond kiss? That is important. That is good to do. Also shows you are confident. The girl is going to be looking for this and waiting for this. Next.
So why are we even talking about first kiss? Why doesn't she talk about first kiss and the next move? Like, we should be talking about that together. She thinks you should be going to second, rounding second on the first base. I mean, on the first date. Come on.
Tip or next point of evaluation. Guys, this might be controversial, but yeah, they're evaluating the dick size, okay? Is it big? Is it not? This is more important to some girls than others, but it is something girls notice and care about. However, some
Okay, we're rounding third. What? I'm speechless. We're rounding third with dick size, which I have no problem with, and I passed the test.
Girls don't like it to be too big. They want
Except for if you've seen some of my other videos, I have perhaps some problem with wielding it, but there's no problem with size.
to be small because it's too big for them. They need small. So it could go either way, but it is a point of evaluation. So next point of evaluation is how good is he in bed? For me, it was all about, is he slow and sensual? Does he understand?
Okay, the title of this video is just you need to pass as a man to level up in dating. So I guess technically she's not always been talking about the first date. She's just saying in dating to level up. Okay, so I'll give her that break.
Concept of foreplay. Is he in the moment?
Or I
Is
just
he not rushing
misunderstood.
it, or is he pushy? And you can tell he's just desperate to have sex, like he's,
Should never be
a
pushy.
virgin who's just like, oh my god, this is my last chance. So you don't want to be that. You want to be cool, confident, collected, and
Correct.
not in a panic to have sex because that's very unattractive. You don't want to appear desperate.
And you have to get verbal
So
consent.
the next point of evaluation
For
is
that one especially,
girls will be
you have to.
evaluating during the sexual experience. Does he seem interested in me still as a person or just sex?
Good
If
test.
you
I
really
pass
like
it.
the girl, let her know that by just compliments about who she is, as well as
Maybe
her
I don't.
physical attractiveness. During
She wants me to compliment her about who she is verbally during the act. I'm not sure I've ever. I guess I failed that one.
sex. Next point of evaluation is this is a big one. If she says
Biggie.
no, she doesn't want to go further, do you respect that? That is a test.
Absolutely.
Because if you respect what she says, sometimes you're like, I like how he responded to that. He makes me feel safe. And you know what? I actually do want to go further. So make sure to always
But
be
do not.
very supportive if a girl says, I'm not comfortable with going any farther. This is all I want to do. I don't want to have sex. Be like, yes, of course. I completely understand. Let's just back off and let's just make out, take it down a notch. That is a test usually because in a girl's mind, it's not always a test, but it is a point where she'll be evaluating you, whether you make her feel unsafe.
Yeah, I sure hope it's not always a test.
Or whether you make her feel safe. And finally, the last point of evaluation is, does he text you after the date? They'll be waiting.
I think I passed
They'll be
that
waiting
test.
for your text. And it's important that you do text if you want to see her again, which you should, because why not, guys?
Maybe you don't
Why
like
not
her.
have a contact for life? So those are my.
She says the word contact, but I'm not certain if she's talking about someone that you just go on a date with. Because her title is Level Up in Dating, which, like, if you just have friends that you go on dates and there's no kissing, no sexuality. Well, there's sexuality, obviously, in everything. But if you go on a date and damn it, lost my train of thought. God damn it.
And it's important that you do text if you want to see her again, which you should, because why not, guys?
What word does she use?
Why not have a contact for life?
Okay, having a contact for life, going on dates, versus having a friends with benefits that you F. There's a huge gap in between there. and I'm not quite sure. I don't think you should do the one where you F. I do think you should do the one where you just go on the date. Okay? And I think somewhere to the left of that one is okay. But effing, no.
So those are my tips, points of evaluation. It might
Should
have
not
been
have friends
repetitive
like
with
that.
another video, but just go through this
That's my
checklist and
opinion.
make sure you are aware of these points. And
That might be it.
yeah. All right, guys, let me know what you thought. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below. I love to respond to your comments. I love to read your comments. I like to know who you are, where you found the video, like your thoughts,
YouTube
your
recommended
ideas,
it.
your perspective. I really like to know the male perspective, so I get a lot
Here you go.
from your comments. So, yes, thank you
You're
for
welcome.
watching. Thank you for commenting, and talk to you later.
Thank you. Talk to you later. Saiyan MGTOW here with over 9,000 thank yous for watching the video.